Hi guys, Mayflom here, and it is the time of year when I start thinking about thank you cards and little gift cards and fall colors. So what I want to show you today, I've been seeing a lot of die cuts that have kind of a window, and usually for cards, but they have a bit of a window type situation where it's kind of an intricate die, and I wanted to see for my ScanNCut if I could kind of create some for myself. So I'm starting with this gift card holder as my template because I want to see if I can make one that would go on to the front of this. And then you have a couple different options here. You could do something with lightly with a pencil, or you could do what I'm about to do, which is about a third of the way up or so. You can write a word. I'm going to go with the word thanks. And I'm not drawing super hard. I'm just kind of sketching it out there. And then I want to connect this up to here. And I want to take that and connect it down here because I think that's really pretty. I've been seeing that a lot. And you know, I like some of the products already out there, but there's just something about being able to customize what I want to do that I just love. And then the next thing I'm going to do, there's two ways to do this. I am going to darken the area that I do want to have cut. So what I have done is just draw the part that I do want cut out. The other way to do it, I've filled everything in. The other way to do it would be like this, to outline where I want cut. And in this example, I did not cut an outside border. I only cut the inside. Either way will work. And the next step is to get out the ScanNCut and get this scanned in. First, we want to just get out our scanning mat and then go in and scan to cut data and start and let it scan in. So my design has scanned in, and now I can go in here and save it. Save it to the machine or save it to the USB, either way. Depends on if I think I'm going to want to use this in Canvas or not. A lot of times I'll save to a USB drive so that I can take this out of my machine and take it over to Canvas online and play with it there as well, but not always. So now what I'm going to want to do is come in here into save data. I've got it saved both places at the moment. Okay, and the very first thing we want to do, we want to select everybody and we want to unify that pattern. And you know, that's for a couple reasons. Number one, so I can move it. And number two, so if I want to resize it, I can resize it now. Once I've got it sized the way that I want it, what I can then do is go ahead and get out my material and get this cut out. As you can see here, this has cut out beautifully. And I like to play around with this stuff, figuring out, you know, what will cut out really nicely, what is not cutting out as well. But it really is a lot of fun to play with. And now what I can do is I can take and I can embellish these separate pieces. For example, if I wanted, I could color or stamp or anything else with this. I could use just this. I can also, on a piece of paper, take this, place it down, like I was saying, maybe stamp it or something, and then set the other pieces back in. So it'll give me one piece of cardstock, and I'm using all the bits and pieces. So it'll give me one piece of cardstock, but two different looks. So checking in here, what I have got here is I have put the two pieces of paper, adhered them down, and I used this as a template to be able to tell that it was in the proper place. Okay, and it is. Everything is exactly where we would want it, which is wonderful. Then glued these down, so that's there. Now, like I was just saying, you can do a bunch of different things. I've got a little bit of gold paint here that I have been gently tapping on. I like a foam brush, and I like to tap for something like this. I don't want to rip or tear my very delicate, very lovely die cut here. So then I'm just going to take some permanent ink. You could use any color you like. I tend to stick with classic. I like black for this, although white would work as well. And I'm just going to get some ink, and whatever background stamp you may have would be great. And I'm not going for every part of every surface is covered. I just want a little bit of that scrolly text. I can try to get a couple more stamps off of this. If you needed to, also, you could go in and re-ink the stamp and try again. If there were parts that you don't feel like got as much as you wanted, you could add a little bit. Love that, you guys. So much fun. Okay. And then when I'm ready, there's a couple ways to go about this. Generally speaking, though, I'm just going to use a little bit of tape runner. And then I could also dot just a few dots of liquid adhesive on here. Actually, the cap was open, so there's just a few little droplets here on my finger that I will just use instead of even getting a ton out, because we don't want a ton of liquid adhesive. We really want to be delicate with that. It doesn't need a lot. Honestly, it's going to fit and just nest right into this, so it really doesn't require much. And then all we have to do is, as I just said, we're just going to fit this right into there where it goes. I love this. This is so much fun, and I love that I'm customizing it, you guys. It can be anything I want it to be, and it is. It's exactly what I want it to be. And now my only choice is, you know, there's not a leaf pattern that I really love, so I'm going to repeat. I'm going to sketch out a little bit here. Maybe I'm thinking a leaf like so. I would really enjoy having a die cut. So I'm going to do a couple of leaves here to add on. And guess what? This is ready to give away. Somebody's going to get some coffee on me. Love sharing, love fall. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at how I'm making my own custom cuts here today. I will see you next time. If you have any questions, comments, or requests, please feel free to shoot me an email or leave me a comment. Happy crafting!